Oh, yes, you are welcome back to today's broadcast. This issue of Nigeria, they are still claiming that the Igbos is the problem of Nigeria. So, to the extent that this woman will call her Sheikh Gumi wife because she talk like Gumi, and every time she comes out to talk, the way she used to talk and the way she used to do things, in fact, you'll be very shocked concerning his method and his speech. In fact, don't skip any part of the video. Try to watch it to the end so that for you to understand things happening in Nigeria and what is going on right now. So, according to the headings, it says Shegumi wife attack Igbo and Sultan urgent message to all Muslims around the world and around Nigeria. Upon everything that is happening, buying and a lot of things going on in the country, in fact, they are not care about it. What they are after is about their um, how they are going to see moon and then the issue of attacking the Igbos here and there every time. This our brother is going to explain to us things that is happening in the north, and also you are going to see the woman what she say and then the thing she claimed to be. In fact, it is a very shocking message because what this woman said here, it is something that everybody need to watch and see. See by yourself what is really happening in Nigeria, so that for you to understand the thing that is going on, for you to know that the thing that is happening, they know what is happening, they know everything. Those Fulanese jihadists, they know everything that is going on in Nigeria, but at the end, the government they will close everything as if they don't understand what is happening. They understand everything. Just watch by yourself so that for you to understand things going on in Nigeria. So about to watch, like, subscribe, and share it for everyone to see things happening.
Thank you for joining me at this hour as Nigeria is facing dangerous attack from Fulani militias, Fulani jihadists. Now, Sultan of Sokoto have come out and said that the Muslims should endeavor to join in this period of searching the moon to know the new calendar year for Muslims. There are a lot of backlash now. When I opened the comment, I saw there's so many Muslims which have never been before are criticizing Sultan of Sokoto. That not of this. We are talking about life. Life is being wasted on a daily basis. Hardly this man have come and condemn what is happening. But here he's talking about people should join and check the moon. Excuse me, is this man in this country that yesterday in Zafara, 16 farmers were gunned down? Is this man aware that the retired general has been killed? And they brought the dead body to the family. And the family, because of religion, I don't understand this religion that is being introduced to us now. So we allow these people to brainwash us. The Saudi Arabia, are they practicing their own religion like this? Are they practicing their own? Where you empower the terrorists, you pamper them just because of religion. Look at it now. You can see now that it has gone beyond religious now. They don't know anybody now. I want to show you people this video of Fulani woman, where the Fulani woman have accused that Igbos are the problem of Nigeria.
What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Have 5 of your states in this country. Lead by example. Leave those shops of yours, leave those buildings of yours, go back to your state and start developing it. If you are serious. Develop your state, develop your political system. Stand today and get people in the House of Representatives who would hear your voice and see if every Nigerian will not let you go. What benefit are you to us?
That, oh, today they want to go, tomorrow they want to go. That they should allow them to go. Moreover, they are just 5 states. They are not the owner of South, and all that. He talks so many things. I will allow you people to watch the video. These people, instead of them to concentrate on their own problem, they are looking that Igbos are the problem. And this is the mistake Buhari government did. Buhari came in, they masterminded, they brought the militias to Nigeria in 2015, thinking that they will be violent, thinking that Jonathan will not want to fight with them. Jonathan conceived even before the INEC announced the result. They could not send this guy back to their base. Even despite the Nigerian military have wrestled with them, most of them have been quiet before now. The children they brought then 6 years, 7 years now, they are the one terrorizing Nigeria. So they not consider again all this one. Sultan of Sokoto keep mute. All the Islamic body leaders, they keep mute. Then they think, oh, it is an avenue to Islamize Nigeria. Look at it now. They are bombing mosques now. They are killing both Christians and Muslims now. Nobody is longer safe in Nigeria. Or in the name of religion. It will be easy. Shakara will be easy to stop when they stop this nonsense. Preaching, oh, Western education, biology, mathematics, all these things should stop. They don't need to. They mute most of the imam that join these people to be preaching this nonsensical message to Nigeria, to their Islamic counterpart. Then most of them have been killed by these terrorist people. But yet, up to today, they will still tell you that Igbos are the major problem they have in Nigeria. Watch the video. The last time I checked, Igbos have not even still ruled Nigeria. I watched a video of a man today. He said Tinubu is the first Yoruba man, Yoruba president in Nigeria. Obasanjo is an Igbo man. His father is from Inewi. This and that and all that. When this same Tinubu leave power now, the same people will tell you that Yoruba have not ruled Nigeria. That Tinubu is not in Nigeria. A man now that you don't even know his origin. No classmate. Nothing now. You expect him is more Yoruba than Obasanjo, which you know his classmate and all that. You can see when I saw the man, they say it's an elderly state man and Obasef. Sometimes the way I don't understand the way people reason. I don't understand. Watch this video of this woman, please. Watch the video. As another imam too is there. Watch this video, share this video, and subscribe to this channel and all your notifications. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist. Hashtag on this comment section. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist. The real terrorists are there. The Nigerian government should go after these guys so that Nigeria will be peaceful.
What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Have 5 of your states in this country. Lead by example. Leave those shops of yours, leave those buildings of yours, go back to your state and start developing it if you are serious. Develop your state, develop your political system. Stand today and get people in the House of Representatives who would hear your voice and see if every Nigerian will not let you go. What benefit are you to us? You only leech on us in this country. We from the northern Nigeria can boldly say we have gained something from the southwestern part of Nigeria and the south. We collectively, Dangote today is established in northern middle belt of this country in Kogi State, and it's also established in Lagos. That is mutual benefit. When it comes to political movement, we from the north unite. Even when Tinubu's people did not vote him, the northerners vote until Tinubu could find himself in power today. We allow the people from the north, from the south, to come to our state and invest freely. We allow them for growth. Of course, we do have conflicts once in a while, but the fact and the statistics of reality is here. Come and see them all over our places. Doing fine, doing well, establishing themselves, houses, schools, and all that. People from the southwest. We provide food. We provide food. We are the leaders in terms of agriculture in this nation. We provide food and we take it to the west. And the south, majority of the food that's consumed in this nation comes from north. I want to ask a question. What is you people's benefit? What is it about you that if you go today, we're going to miss? What is it about you we're going to miss? Is it your importation business that involves so much exploitation? Is that what a Hausa man cannot do or a Yoruba man cannot do? I want to ask you a question. Do you have oil? You don't. It is the South and the Niger Delta area that have oil. And they don't even give us headache like the way you do. They cooperate with us. They do everything with us. What is you people's problem? What you talk about because your resources. What resources do you have? You've been leeching off of everyone. If the Yorubas are talking, if the Niger Deltas are talking, yes, we can hear. But not you guys. What do you have to offer to Nigeria that we cannot offer ourselves? Okay, let's say we feed this country. Yes, because of our flat lands, because of our agricultural prowess. You decide, okay, we'll stop feeding. We are going to feed the rest of the country. Can you do that? Can you, for example, do what the Yorubas are doing? Can you give us what the Yorubas are giving us? What are you giving us except what destroys our economy, which is importation? What are you giving us? So what's actually your pride? What is it? Because you have not found somebody who tells you the truth. What is your pride in this country? What is your pride? The fact that you leech off other people? The fact that we allow you to buy lands in our areas? Allow you to establish businesses that you grow out of it? And yet you're even too afraid to go back to your states. And yes, we keep making noise every single day. If you are proud of who you are, start making your move now. Start making your move now. It's not about just disturbing everybody with noise and making fun up and down the place. See, it's about to go down. It's getting more serious every day. It's getting more serious every day. If you think you're going to creep up into the division of this country, we've gotten to know who you guys truly are. We're going to deal with it. We might not be able to deal with America fully, but you see those ones at home. You are an assignment we have put in our front. Terrorists, they're not bandits. These are forest rangers. They are held with much value because of the in-depth knowledge they have gained across the years as a result of their moving from one place to another as nomads. Let me tell you one thing, no matter how educated you are in the textbook, and you have never left that city of yours or left your country or moved from one place to another, you are more like an illiterate. You're not educated until you move around. These nomads are assets to this country, and we do not know, but the international community and the government knows how important they are. There are some minerals in this country that the locations are not known by any except these people. They are the only ones that can locate the terrain or the shortcuts to where you can get these minerals. So they are very, very valuable to miners. So these forest rangers are actually like security to miners. Why is their problem spilling to us in the city? And why is their problem spilling to us in churches and mosques? The reason is because they are not treated fairly. And in other cases, they become greedy because of the knowledge that they have. They will be like, okay, you're paying me this small amount while you are earning this type of amount, so they become greedy. These miners, because of saving cost, they go for younger forest rangers. That's why you see some 14-year-old, 15-year-olds, 20-year-olds doing all these things. These boys are kept in horrible conditions. They supply their food in helicopters and all that, but they are not in good conditions. In most parts of the world, when mining takes place, there are porter cabins that are established, like mini homesteads that are established so people can live inside while the mining takes place. But no, you set up tents for these boys. There is no good drinking water. You remember a video where some of them were coming out and say, we need good drinking water. You need good drinking water. You remember? There were videos like that. We need to also go to school. You give these boys 2-3 year contracts, mining contracts. They don't go to school. They don't get to have friends. They don't have normal childhoods. And what is the reciprocation of it? When they see people coming from the city who are normal, they call them Aiku Engayuni and they start to attack. Mining is not a bad thing. It brings out the resources of the earth. Today, we will not have some of the clothes we wear, the jewelries we have, the phones we use, furnitures we have. A lot of things come from mining. We won't have all of that if mining doesn't take place. We want to call on the federal government to look into this matter and improve the mining system. Whosoever, whichever international body that is coming to mine, let them do the right thing. These people are also victims too. But I know it will be very, very difficult for people to understand because they have been defamed and stereotyped so badly that it is very difficult for this message to sink in to the heads of some people. But I tell you, there are some that are really educated and they will understand. It is not terrorism. It is not banditry. It is just an employee that is unhappy with his employers. And sometimes it's just some greedy ones who decide to go and keep causing chaos. This same thing happened to Osama bin Laden when the American government used him to fight against Russia. They had to do away with him, and that is where the label terrorism started. They used him, they dumped him, and they created a narrative about him just to get rid of him because he knew too much. He knew too much. Stop using our people if you know you're not going to treat them well. This morning, I want to laugh at Nigerians. Since when they said the insecurity in Nigeria started, the pastor is there flipping pages of Bible, looking for what to use to deal with the Muslims. And the Muslims are there flipping up Quran and pages on how to argue. While your forest is being divided, your forest is being sold. Nigerians are so myopic. We believe in everything we see in the media. You see media, you see books are one of the most fictitious things ever. Nigeria's insecurity in the north has nothing to do with that Bible or that Quran you're trying to open. Nigeria's insecurity in northern part of Nigeria is as a result of illegal mining. Mining of valuables that are even more valuable than what you think is so valuable, which is crude oil. Now the world is moving away from crude oil. We're going into more renewable energy, solar and all that. And the world needs lithium for batteries. They need uranium for nuclear power, and all of it is found in the north. And let us not even mention gold, which can be mined in small quantities but worth a lot of money. Now, who wants to go for the stress of crude oil with its large production and large maintenance and refining? These are things that 2-3 people could hide in a part of the forest and keep digging and digging until they make a fortune. So now what happens? Why is there a security threat? Everywhere in the world where mining takes place and valuable minerals are gotten from the soil, usually there are security concerns. This is not a new thing. If you watch your normal movies, you will see them all over. When somebody mines gold, he's lucky to strike gold, another person comes and kills him and take away that gold. There is lithium in Nasarawa, Kogi, Kaduna, Benue, and the Middle Belt area. There is abundance of gold in Zamfara. There is uranium in Borno. Now I want to tell you why there was that Boko Haram thing in the Sambisa forest. We all know these things that we all ignore because all our mind is on that textbook reading, those media propaganda. When you are being there flipping your Qurans and shouting Nigeria is gone, your forest is being divided.
Guys, I've just been thinking out loud. How is it that the Nigerian government was able to go into another country, Kenya, to arrest Nnamdi Kanu? And they brought him back to Nigeria. They put him in prison since then. But somehow we are not able to arrest terrorists that are killing people inside Nigeria. How?
Money is something that some have the understanding of, but nobody wants to speak about it. And the more we cover things like this, evil is like sin. It thrives in secrecy. The more you keep it secret, the more you gain power. The first way to counter evil is to expose it. They say the Christians have now extended not only into the remote areas in the north, but also into the cities, as well as our Islamic leaders who have moved. So they said there is a mandate that the Islamic leaders have given them, that Christianity in the north must not grow into the cities, into the metropolis of the north. That Christians should remain in the suburb areas, in the villages. But now that Christianity has grown into the, and they said the leaders that gave them this mandate, they mentioned their names here. Number one is Emir of Sokoto, Tijani Babangida, Alhaji Abubakar Gumi. So when you see Gumi doing all those nonsense, he's back. These are the people that give them the orientation and the ideology to do jihad. I'm calling their names this one so that you know that I'm not playing. Emir of Sokoto, Tijani Babangida, Alhaji Abubakar Gumi, Alhaji Shehu Megnuda, Malam Suka, Kamarja, etc. That they have given them a mandate to ensure that Christianity does not grow into the cities as part of the north. But now they are seeing big churches in the north, and they must bring it down. The mandate I can give to them is to ensure that anywhere they see big churches in the north, they must pull it down and raise a mosque there. This is because they feel that it is against the Quran for a church to be standing side by side with a mosque. They say it is against Quran, it is against the tenet of Islam for a mosque and a church to be standing by side by side. So anywhere there are big churches, and again the people that gave them the mandate are Sheikh Gumi, Abubakar Gumi, Sultan of Sokoto. What's his name again? The Sultan of Sokoto, the Emir of Sokoto, Alhaji Shehu Megnuda, Malam Suka Kamada, and the rest of them. That they must not allow mosques to grow, the churches to stand, big churches to start in the north. So they must ensure by all means they bring it down. I'm not going to say today. What I'm giving today is just one side, because the meeting is long. We still have to preach today. But I need to expose this, so that such a man must not have the power. How does such a man see that? Do you know that his position that he held under Buhari was a compensation for his atrocity, or for his part the part he has played in the fulfillment of the jihad in Nigeria? So they compensated with an appointment, not because of competency. When he held the position of Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, it was Buhari compensating him for his role in jihadism in Nigeria. Until you cannot take away from Islam that they are strategic. They are good planners, they are very intentional, and they are strategic. And now that they are pushing to become a governor, there's a plan. Christian and all this while, Christians are just moving on. We don't even understand that every day they keep killing. If they don't kill today in Nasarawa, it is in Kaduna. Every part of the northern Nigeria where there are Christians, they keep annihilating Christians. And the Christianity do not do anything, they're just moving on. But you see the plan. I'm telling you, look at it. Are you seeing plans, strategies? As far back as 2010. There are some that they started for as far back of 40 years ago. And they said to checkmate the growth of Christianity in the north, all Islamic clergies must pay visit to the state governors of the northern state and the traditional rulers. So for them to be able to checkmate the growth of Christianity in the north, they have to pay visit. That all the Islamic cleric must pay visit to the governors of the northern state and the traditional rulers in the northern state. What do they do? Number one, that they must develop a policy to see that all churches built in their respective state capitals are demolished to allow a mosque in the state capital, in the city capital. All our pastors are busy building 2,000 capacity, 30,000 capacity, 150,000 capacity auditorium. These guys are strategizing on how to ensure that they capture the church, how to ensure they cripple the church. This is as far back as 2010. I'm not speaking English. The security operator of the they have information to this thing I'm saying. DSS know of this. NIA know of this. National Intelligence Agency, they know of this thing I'm saying. But nobody will act. Are you following me? I pity Christians in Nigeria. I'm telling you. You have no idea what they have planned for you. That was their plan. By so doing, provided the Christians specific areas. So they will have to take some specific areas and give to Christians. Recently, somebody sent me a message, and he sent me, was it in Kano State? I can't remember now. And he sent me that there was a land that the church bought to build, and the government of the state collected the land. They confiscated the land. This is part of the strategy to ensure they don't build big churches in the north. And so wherever there are big churches, the governors of the state must ensure by all means, using his veto power as the governor, to confiscate it, pull it down, and allow Islam and allow mosques to grow there. They said they will not give, the government will not give some areas to Christians to build their churches, and it will be in the remote areas. And they said they will call the place Church Street. Is there? Number two, what was the second aim for them to do? What the second thing they intend to do? They said Christian preaching in the streets. That Christian preaching in the streets in their respective state, that the government or the governor of each of those other states must ensure that Christians preaching on the streets must be stopped and abolished. Any Christian found preaching on the street must be what? Must be persecuted. This was the reason why they killed Evangelist Eunice in 2016 on the street of Abuja when she was preaching. She was on a morning cry in the morning, preaching in the morning, and they killed that woman on the street. Until today, nobody did anything about it. Because they know that it is Christians that do that. It is Christians that have the mandate of going into all the world and do what? And preach the gospel. So that Christians must ensure, that the state governors must ensure that preaching of the gospel on the street must be abolished. And anybody that is found must be persecuted. This was why they have the temerity and the audacity to kill Evangelist Eunice when she was preaching on the street in 2016. Till today, nobody did anything about it. Not one person was arrested. Number three, they say as it is the case of Kaduna State during Governor Umar Musa Yaruada, a ban should be placed in all northern states governed by Muslim on the teaching of Christian religious knowledge on schools. That they must put a ban. That's what you found out today. Do you do CRK in schools again? Do you still do CRK? There was a time we used to do IRK, Islamic religious knowledge. There's CRK. Is it CRK or CRS? CRK, Christian religious knowledge. They said they must ban it in the north. Every northern state where there are Muslims, the governors must ensure that according to the way it was during the days of Musa Umar Yaruadua as the governor of Kaduna State, they must ensure that Christian religious knowledge must not be taught in schools again. Today, there is no more hierarchy. What you have is religious and national value. They intentionally remove Christian religious knowledge and make it that they're doing what they call religious and national values. You see when I say they're strategic. This meeting was in 2010. It took them about 10 years to fulfill it and they're happy. You have no idea what they're planning for you in Nigeria as a Christian. When you see me shout on social media every day, it's because we have idea. We know. We have seen the plan. We have seen the blueprint. We know their schematics. And our job is to ensure it does not come to pass. Number four, they said, place a ban on Christians using public address system during services. These demands will be adhered to and adopted by the Muslim governors for the interest of peace. That they should have that. We have more control of the masses, and it wants that any attempt by the Christians to query or revolt against the decision shall mean fighting against the religion of Allah, which the followers of Allah shall not watch, but we shall violently wipe away the Christians in this state. This meeting was when? 2010. Is it being executed today? They shall violently wipe away Christians. They kidnapped some Christians in Kwara State recently, in Woro community in Kwara State, and they took them to the bush and converted them to Muslim. And did you see it? I made a video about it. And they told them to begin to recite the Shahada. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. I'm saying it because I was a Muslim. I know. There is no God except Allah, and there's no prophet except Muhammad. That's the meaning of what I've just said. And they converted Christians to Muslim in the bush. What is our GOs and leaders are doing? Nothing. What are the Christian bodies doing? Nothing. You see how long it took them? They said they shall violently wipe away Christians in this state. Is it happening today or not? It is happening. This is 2026. This plan was in 2010. I'll stop there for today. I won't go further today because I still need to teach God's people.
Oh yes. You all have seen the old video and things that is going on in Nigeria. In fact, a lot is happening. A lot is happening. It is high time for the people to start speaking. It is high time. Starting from the beginning to the end, the whole news is just like all the thing that is happening is a planned deal. They plan it. It is well planned, and they are doing it in a strategic way. That is why you see many of them. Whatever they do it without anybody arresting them and without anybody holding them. The few of them that they arrest, the next thing after 6 months, they will now release them and call them repentant Boko Haram, and they call them prodigal sons. That they are our sons, quoted by CDS, the Nigerian Defense Staff. That is now. In fact, a lot is happening. This lady here, what she said there, almost everything In fact, Adebin is another tribe, or Adebin is Igbo tribe that is saying everything she's saying here. Before you know, you would have seen Aram, Silene, ringing everywhere that where is her, where is her? But due to, she's a nut and there's nothing they can do. Quoting issue of whenever something happen, people will be start quoting Bible, start quoting Quran, nothing will happen after everything. And then the government, they will not even do anything to stop it, because it has come and it has come to stay. So no matter whatever they are doing, that cannot work. And then if you go to the issue of the pastor, the way the pastor analyze things, how they have already planned everything, how they have already planned to take everything in this country. So you as a Christian, you as somebody who is still saying that you love your country, or you want your country to remain as one, you're just doing it on your own, because they don't even care if you are living or if you are not. What they care is about their own selfish interest and how to Islamize the country. And that has been their plan. If you look at what is happening now, you'll be seeing how they are doing it one after another. Any place they conquer, the next thing they will now place their mosque, then place their imam, and then turn there to Islam and continue their journey. This is their plan, deal. This is the plan. They have already planned how to conquer the whole nation, and they are doing it. They are doing it gradually, gradually. And they are using the help of the government. That is the problem. They are using government help. They will do all those things they are doing. After everything, they will tell you that they don't know what is happening. They know everything that is going on in the country. In fact, it is something that the more you keep looking at it, or the more you keep looking what is happening, you keep asking yourself, are you truly living in a country? Are we living in a country? Or are we just living in an area where people exist, moving up and down, just in the jungle? Because Nigeria, it is not a country. No country that something like this will be happening, the government will be asleep. No country. At least within 24 hours, they will find out the solution of it. But the only people they used to find is the people that criticize the government, and the people that talk against what the government is doing that is not right. Then the next thing, the government, they will send their thugs, send their police and their DSS to go after you. But the main people that is kidnapping people every day, holding people, cutting people's throats in the forest, those people, they are not doing them anything. And both the people that is sharing money every day, the bandits that is sharing money every day to the people, then those people, in fact, they are innocent as long as they can share money. So in fact, what they are doing, it is very, very nice. So in fact, the whole thing that is happening, it is a very shocking things that is going on in this country. And the best way is to call for division. That is the only solution. Without it, the country, we don't see any movement and we don't see any development. Call people to sit together to discuss about their living, not issue of creating chaos, creating problem, and creating um, killing machine every day in the country. The best way is to call people to call for referendum and to release Mazam Kanu, because what he said and what he reviewed in this country, all of them is happening in our eyes, all of them. So why still holding him? Because of he speak out the truth. So that is something that's very, very annoying. Well, I would like your comment down below. Like, subscribe, and share it for everyone to see things happening in Nigeria. We'd like to hear your comments down below.